Hey, hello, how's it going? Welcome back to another Monster Train 2 video. It's me, Cranberry. How's it going? Hopefully you're doing well, I guess. I don't know. I just got back from work a little while ago, and I'm not tired. I've just been out in the sun all day, and I've been out in the sun like all week. I just feel like my brain's a little melted, I guess. I don't know. But hopefully you guys are doing well. And hey, if you're watching this video the day it gets uploaded, maybe I'm doing a live stream. I should be either live on Twitch or YouTube, either one. So come watch and say hi and look at how tired I look. I will have like bags under my eyes. I'm gonna look bad probably, but I've got a great tan going, so that's good at least. Let's play the game. Let's hop in here. Let me pull up the wheel. If you don't know why we spin the wheel, the reason why we spin the wheel instead of using the in-game randomizer is because the in-game randomizer can give you clan combos you've already seen, and I don't want to waste my time. Wasting my time is harsh, but I would like to spend my time being productive and trying to finish all the clan crown combinations, right? Let's spin the wheel, let's see what we get. What do we got, game? Here we go. Today, we are playing Hellhorned Alt Umbra. Weird combo, but whatever. We'll see how it works. We'll see how it works. Hellhorn, Alt, Umbra. We'll keep the random heart on, or we'll keep the Pyre Heart on random. And away we go. Maybe we'll get something cool here. I don't know. I have no idea what to think about these two together. It's obviously, you know, a Monster Train. Well, you know what I think is actually kind of an interesting idea? Reservation. Actually not bad with this start here. I want to see Brawler Prince. And I'm curious to see if with equipments existing and with morsels being more powerful than they were in the last game, I'm curious if we can just get there purely through feeding Hornbreaker Prince. If we can just feed him morsels to win. I think that'd be fun. We can give him like a quick dagger in theory. He's attacking 5 times. If he has a high enough attack stat, he can just kill everyone. That could be really cool. I don't know how we actually make that survive against Entropy. Maybe we just chump block with morsels in that situation. I don't know. But I think that'd be cool. I want to see if it works. So let's boot this up here. And Reservation, with a double Ritual of Battle start, I like Reservation as our starting pyre here. We could definitely do worse. I'm not the biggest. Also, we get the Brawler here, which is nice. I'm not the biggest fan of Reservation, but I think it should be pretty good here. Also, I'm realizing, too, in this build, we could find Trample Stone, which would be lovely for a build like this. And I hate to do it to him again, but I've been having Rail Beater show up a lot, and there's a lot of Rail Beater defenders out there. I like Rail Beater, but I keep wanting to try strategies that just don't involve him. So I'm sorry to say, I think no Rail Beater today. I'll take a Mask of Penumbra, though. It's card draw early on. That should be fine. Now I'm worried about how likely we are to be able to tank these. Oh, we have planks. Never mind, we'll be fine. We should be able to tank these invaders here with Brawler Prince. And I guess the real question is, do we try to play Rail Beater in front of Prince here? I think the answer is maybe no. Maybe we just play Rail Beater and Shield Steward down here to try to soften up the invaders, basically. And we get double plank, which is lovely here. Right, get a ton of morsels. I think we'll put, you know, the 2 main stat morsels here into Hornbreaker, and then we'll give. Oh, sorry, I misclicked. But either way, I'm gonna put one. We'll put. Oh, you're full up. Okay, well, I don't know. Put this down here and pass. It's a pretty good turn. So here's the thing, right, people? If you didn't know, baseline morsels are stronger than they were in the first game, right? I think like it was like Magma Morsel was +6 attack. Now it's like +9. I forget the actual numbers exactly. Right, but morsels are stronger this game than they were in the first game, right? And I'm curious to see if with that support, if we can get a high enough or consistently get a high enough amount of stats on a unit like Hornbreaker Prince to carry for us here, right? So we'll see. This will be pretty heavily reliant on seeing a Swift Dagger from one of the Merchant of Armaments. We're gonna go to them pretty heavily to try to look for that. But I like how this is feeling so far, ultimately. I think this is a pretty good start. Now, we're going to pop Reservation here. By the way, if you're wondering. Pop Reservation, we're going to play the Morsel Miner here, too, which is pretty cool. Then we're going to go Ritual. And then just pick you off. And then probably just pick one of these off, too, here. That seems fine for now. I'm going to do my best today. And I'm going to do a bad job of it. But I'm going to do my best today to try to remember that I have Reservation. Because this one, I don't know why, but I always forget. I mean, I forget about a lot of the relics, to be fair, or the Pyre Hearts, to be fair. But like this one, I really often misuse. I feel like, and this seems like a good start for it. So I'm really excited to see how it performs, basically. We'll do this here into... Ah, fuck you. Ah, whatever. We'll do this then. That's fine. I wanted to play the Ritual, but I guess this is like... I mean, I guess arguably the Morsel Miner is just better than playing a Ritual here, huh? It's at least debatably close, I'd say. Let's try to pick off the Forsakens here. Now, what's a little annoying here is that we're going to lose a lot of sap to this Rail Beater into the Astral here. I guess if we're going to lose sap, we might as well just, you know, benefit from it in some way, shape, or form. But this Hornbreaker Prince obviously kind of just completely demolishes Astral, so I'm not too worried. I am not too worried about this, folks. It looks pretty good to me. We'll play this, try to get a Plink to hit. There we go. Rubble Morsel down. I repeat, Rubble Morsel is down. And then technically Plink is more damage to the boss, so let's do that. And yeah, as you can see again, no chance this man beats our Prince. He's got pretty impressive stats for Ring 1 here. 64x2. That's not too shabby. And we're even making him bigger too. Look at that. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice start for us today. Feels like it's gonna be a pretty easy early game with this. I want to fledgling it, but it doesn't feel too bad. Although I don't know how I'll actually really utilize this, except for just playing it and torching it because I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You know, if I'm going the Morsel on here, I do like making of a Morsel. I do also like Prismal Dust. I can see like an intrinsic Prismal Dust being in the way that we survive the initial couple of Seraph hits. And it comes with an Ember. The Ember's not a huge deal. I think that's fine. As everyone loves to point out, the cool thing about Reservation is that it lets you more freely take Embers because you can pop Reservation if it's an important turn and you don't have the mana to play the Ember. You can just get the Ember out for free, which is, you know, notable. I think that's kind of like an older, oversold element of it. Like, it's not that important that you can do that, but it is a thing you can do. So it is important to note it. I want to go right side here. My biggest hit, because again, I'm pretty committed to Hornbreaker being the carry, even if that's a little like too tunnel vision-y here. I think it's like, here's the thing, right? I know I'm like, you know, I'm 300 hours into the game or whatever, right? But I think this game is so much bigger than the last game. There's so much going on. There's so much to learn still. Sometimes I do a run that might not be the correct way to play, but I want to like try to learn something. I want to get a good on my last stream, I did a run where I tried to go Gorge to Trample 1 Penumbra to see if like double Morsel Maker on that line would give you enough stats to win in the late game, and I learned it does not. Even with Fossilized Fangs, it really does not. So that is like, sometimes runs are more research than anything else, basically, and this might be one of those runs. So I would like to see a Morsel Maker here from this Umbra banner, but I think like there's a world where you see like an Alloyed Construct and we're supposed to play Alloyed Construct instead. But we're gonna kind of tunnel vision on the Hornbreaker here to see how he feels. Okay, quick and endless in the shop there. We do get a Morsel Maker here, so that's pretty lovely. I like damage shield on Morsel Maker. Pretty big fan of that. The other upgrades here aren't super worth it, so I think we just want to hold our resources. And it's not like a huge thing. Like, I think there's something to be said about the fact that there's a guaranteed cavern event. I don't know what it is, but like, I feel, and I know there's like a certain element of like, certain events can only show up in early caverns, certain events can only show up in later caverns, I think, right? Balatro feels like one that's pretty early. Like, it shows up like, I mean, it can show, I think, as late as Ring 5. Maybe later, I don't know, but I feel like you see it definitely more often early. And there's something to be said, it's a weird thing. Like, is the Balatro event, because you can see Canio in it, worth waiting to purge cards? Because you want to, you know, save your purges for when you have Canio to make more money. Is it worth it here? I don't think it's worth it, but it's something to consider at the very least. I don't know. This is what's going on in my sick and twisted Monster Train head. Is all this dumb little shit. Although not usually, it's just, I don't know, Hornbreaker Prince hit hard. Haha. But sometimes, I mean, I'm here to play seriously today, folks. I'm trying to actually win a run. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like I said, my brain is mush today, honestly, more than anything. So forgive me if I'm actually just babbling. We can take Titan Skin here. Plink will not kill the 2 HP units here, but it will kill the 1 HP guys in a single hit with Titan Skin. So that should be fine. I'll do this again here. Not that it matters too much, but whatever. Hey, Plink, get his ass. Plink, get his ass. Fucking bastard game. Okay. Okay, no Plinks this turn? Fuck me. Oh, we can card draw here. off of Massive Penumbra. So I'm realizing the issue here is that with Morsel Maker we have no room for our actual morsels, which does suck. We're getting a lot of curses today, folks. Is kind of what I'm gathering on this one. Okay. Well, this cuts through the entire team, which is nice. Happy to say that. You know what? I think we pop Reservation here to get another ritual down. Just really start scaling this MFer. Now this ring is pretty spooky. We need some torches here to take some of these backline DPSs out. Okay, well, you know, it could have been worse. Plink me. Try again. Bad game. Bad game, people. People keep saying this game is good. It's actually bad. Well, I'm just going to do, I think, this into this here. And I'm not liking where we find ourselves currently, got to be honest. I'm a bit perturbed here. But if we kill you, we win. Hooray. Nice. Definitely a close one, but I think there's maybe some bad RNG there with the Plinks that were a pretty big factor, although we took Titan Skin as well. Like, if I maybe should have evaluated and been like, oh, Titan Skin, you know, Plink not being able to kill the backliners there, we want to risk this? It was worth considering more, and I didn't really consider it, so there's that. I want to take Vent here, and now I'll take Fortify. There's all pretty low impact cards there. I'll take Mind Claps too to also maybe help pick off backline there, but I'm not too into it. And here for me, this is a pretty easy left side, like I said before at the beginning. Swift Steel Dagger is going to probably be a pretty important part of this run. It's if we want Hornbreaker to like kill things, we probably want to give him quick. So I like left side here. I don't hate right side for the magic shop. Getting the cost down on some of these rituals is probably not a bad idea, but I don't think it's super important here either. So we'll do this, see what's going on. I do very much appreciate an Inferno room here. That seems like it'll be really fucking strong on this run. So that's nice. We can reroll and still afford a what's it called here? You can reroll and still afford a quick steel dagger if we see it. Swift steel, not quick steel. But that's awesome. That's also a huge hit for us here. Lovely. Now, how do we feel about Overgrowth Carapace here? Sorry, Lord of Pies, not today. Not today. Don't tell him I said that, though. He'll be very angry. Don't show him this YouTube video. What do we have here? You know what? I'm down for a Shroud Spike. We have morsels, obviously, which is pretty cool. I like, you know, triggering this. So this seems like a pretty sweet choice to me here. We're also going to almost certainly go double energy on this, by the way. But the way this is playing out right now, right? The way I see this run going, we're going to want... Well, actually, ooh, we're going to... no, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So, Hornbreaker Prince is free. The Inferno Room is deployable, so that's 2 energy. Morsel Maker is 4 energy. So right now we're tapped out. We take 1 energy upgrade. We can play a second Morsel Maker. But I also want to at some point make this Swift Steel Dagger deployable and maybe merge it with something else. So we're going to need at least 1, maybe 2 more mana in our deployment phase. This is looking like a double energy build to me here. Right? That's how I see it going right now. Other than that, I'm not sure, but this is feeling pretty good. What Archeon is this? Rage Archeon? Ooh, that's a bit of an issue. It is a little bit of an issue, folks. We don't have, or maybe we're going to be doing this here. I mean, I guess if we just, oh wait, isn't Archeon, you know what we can do actually on this then? We're gonna play this still. But I believe Archeon will never just go to bottom floor, which means if we just have units in this floor, he'll be alternating between these two. He'll go bottom floor randomly if both these floors are empty, but if we keep units alive in here, Archeon should go between here and here, right? So that seems like the right way to play this, basically. Horrible opening drop. You know what I'll actually do here? I'll pop Reservation just for 6 dust right now. That seems like a pretty decent line here. Get my guy real bulked up and nasty. So we do this, for example, right? And now while Shield Steward is alive here, these two should just... Their arcade should alternate between these two stages, and I mean, I guess technically Fallen Champion is getting killed here, so he's getting 1 Siphon Trigger, but he should get very few Siphon Triggers is the hope. We'll see how it actually ends up going, but that's the plan at least here. Swift Steel Dagger is cool, but like I think right now we just want Rage. We just want actual stats. So we'll do that instead. And we'll hopefully play that some other turn. We can kill you, which is actually really funny. We're gonna Plink here and see if we can get lucky on bottom floor. Although, actually, does the Plink even matter? Not really. Never mind, never mind. We're gonna do this into this here. Into Rail Beater here. Anyway, I guess we have the mana for it anyway. Plink, hit me. Bastard. Bastard game. Losing all of our damage shield here pretty rapidly, which is kind of unfortunate. And you're getting siphoned anyway this turn, which is annoying. So we'll just do this into. So 1 and 30 either way. Hit me. Let's go. Easy. Then probably just chump block with the morsel here. I think that's more valuable. And we'll give Rail Beater the morsel miner here. Huge, etc. He's gotten quite a bit of rage, but nothing too crazy. And most of that will hopefully wear off before he makes it to top floor. I feel pretty good. I'll play this here to also hopefully tank a little bit. I think we'll play you to get you out of deck for now. We don't even care really about the unit itself. There, we just want it. I mean, I guess we're not redrawing through the deck. Never mind. Actually, kind of worthless. Okay, dagger here is a nice hit. I don't know if we needed it, but it seems pretty good. We'll just play these down here, pass turn. It's a shame that Massive Number doesn't trigger with Morsel Maker, but it does explicitly say play, not have summoned in, so that's fine. And getting rid of Calcified Ember there, also very, very lovely, very convenient for us. Very nice to see that here too. Okay, Wretch does not seem like it's for us. I like Kindle. Kindle here is pretty cool. I gotta give a shout out. Oh, I forget who said it now. Oh, I feel like an asshole. Someone in my last stream mentioned how a cool thing about Kindle is you can go Twin Stone, Holy Stone, and then it gives you a ton of Pyre health back, right? Which is really cool. I think it's worth it here, so we'll take that. These I'm going to skip on. No thank you. Energy upgrade. Very cool. And I don't hate a steel shop. I would like to get maybe like a plus HP upgrade on the Morsel Maker before we dupe it, because we're going to dupe it at some point here. But it's not that useful to me. We also have full HP, and we don't really need the armory anymore. We're looking for one more equipment to maybe merge, like a one cost equipment to merge with the Swift Steel Dagger. I don't know what we would do. I guess we would do. Which ones do we want here? Not many. I mean, maybe Meat Shield is the only one that's like a one cost that doesn't like murder us here. A lot of them, our clan doesn't have any equipment, right? And the only ones I can think of that are one cost, it's like Glass Cannon, Meat Shield, and maybe one of the ones that Bloodthirsty Blade would actually be really cool. I would like a Bloodthirsty Blade now, although we'd have to go here then to find it. It's not worth it. I'm gonna go right side. Right side, maybe get a cool Cavern event. We get to maybe see some trinkets here that are worth buying. Yeah, these are not really worth it. We might reroll, but let's see what's in the alcove first. I don't know why. I just want to see what's in here first. What do we got, game? Ooh, interesting. So if we removed all of the junk units from our deck, right? We could how do we do this exactly? We could do this on Morsel Maker, right? We could do, and by this I mean the dominating authority here, right? We can put this on Morsel Maker, so when we spawn one Morsel Maker, we spawn the other one onto the floor as well. We have to remove Spear Stewards, Shield Stewards, and Rail Beater for that to work, and Fledgling Imp. I don't know. I think we just leave this. I don't think these are worth the curse really for us here, unfortunately. Dominating Authority is the most interesting of the three here for us. I just don't see it being that good though, unfortunately. I think it just doesn't do much. Like it saves us 2 energy on the deployment if we remove every single unit from our deck, which I don't hate doing. We as you can see, we don't really have much use for the Fledgling upon this build. The Rail Beater is kind of like falling off now as well. I don't know. I think the real issue here is that I do just want double energy upgrades, even if we're not playing 2 guys, even if we're just having like the one chain summon the other one. And by the other one, I mean the Morsel Maker. We're having the Morsel Makers chain summon each other, right? It's not. I still like having double energy because we have We have Kindle. We have Prismal Dust. We have Shroud Spike. We have a lot of, like, big X-cost combo cards here, and I want to have as much mana as possible for those. So I think this is just not even really worth it to us here. And if you're wondering, like, we could do, like, you know, we could dupe it several times, and then they could chain react summon each other. You only want 2 of these. The problem is if you have more than 2, when you actually summon the morsels, you hit the unit limit, right? If you have two morsel makers, the champion, right, on the floor, you summon 4 morsels, you hit the unit cap right there. So any other units on the floor with you are messing up the morsel spawns, basically, which is, like, not good for us. So yeah, sorry, I think this is just a no thank you, which is really sad because this is, like, one of, like, in my opinion, one of the best events in the game. It's really strong, and obviously if we could put, you know, corruption per hit on Hornbreaker Prince, that'd be amazing, but you can't put it on a champion. So tragic, but it looks pretty good to me here. I mean, it doesn't look pretty good to me here. It would be pretty good if we could take it on the Hornbreaker Prince. I don't mind Mind Muddler. I would like extra gold here, but we're not super desperate for it. Probably gonna go over to this side. Maybe we just go over here and dupe the. We probably just go over here and we dupe next turn. We don't need much money though, so we'll just not fuck around, I guess, on this. Inferno Room, very easy. They'll kill all of the curse units before they make it to top floor. Play this like so. I guess we'll just do this again. I kind of like actually just torching the shields over there, so we have a place to play morsels. Okay, we'll just do this. Blink might get a kill. Damn. So sad. Okay. We'll just put these both down here. It's a pretty good turn for us. I was gonna say, you make it to the top floor, but you don't because you get torched again, of course. Love that for me. I think I'm gonna pop. You know what? Reservation is actually crazy with this build too. I'm not realizing being able to pop Reservation onto like a offensive Shroud Spike here, right, is really cool. I think we found like a pretty sweet time to play Reservation here. I'd say if you're a clan combo that like really utilizes X cost cards very well, like Umbra does, it's really cool actually. Wow, good job, Plink. Bastard game. We're gonna actually pretty heavily. So a couple things, right? What are our win conditions after this? I think we're pretty close to just kind of flat up saying this run's over. I'm not gonna play you actually. And I realize because you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna draw a blight. It'll be fine. There we go. So there's 2 things we need on this run now to win, basically, in my opinion. And we don't even really need these. I would just like them. Need a second morsel maker. Actually, that we do need a second morsel maker. That one's kind of non-negotiable. Need a second morsel maker. We need to maybe find an equipment to merge with Dagger so we can maximize our deployment energy efficiency, right? And the big thing we really need on this run to really put it ahead is finding some upgrades for our X-Cost cards. Ideally, like a Permafrost, Twin Stone, Holy Stone type beat for like Kindle, Prismal Dust, and Morsel or Shroud Spike, right? That's what we're looking for basically now at this point. That's kind of really all we need to win this, I would say. Beyond that, we don't need much else. Okay, you guys get crushed pretty easily here. And we just dominate here pretty easily, right? There you go. Very cool. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Take this. I like Inflame here. We're gonna have like 5x multi-strike by the end of this, right? It's pretty cool by that same logic like Rage Serum, but Tiresome Climb is just kind of like the GOAT. I think it's like maybe one of the most unskippable cards in the entire game right now. And I'll take an engine upgrade too here. We're talking about needing like big, or not needing. We're talking about wanting big energy here. This is a pretty good opportunity for more energy, right? For the very low cost of who cares about our room upgrades, right? Or our size, our room sizes basically, right? So that seems pretty free to me. We're gonna go to the left here. We said before that we're looking for one upgrade, and then we're gonna probably, I think just plus 25 is like a pretty safe one here. It's cheap as well. Like Titanite we could do as well, but it doesn't give us that much effective durability increase. Smidge Stone is pointless. There's already one space anyway. Right, so we'll just do this. Dupe the Morsel Maker here. We should take the Herzl's Horde here first. Maybe we'll see like a Pyre Stone housing here or something. I don't know. I have one imp. I have one imp in total. These are both really bad. I'm going to take Mind Jacks, but I don't like seeing either of these here. Those are both very bad hits for us, honestly. Maybe there's some runs where we play middle floor here. I don't know. Maybe we'll enjoy the extra space. I just think it's pretty unlikely that it'll ever matter. But there's like times where it's like turn 1, we draw like Making of a Morsel. And with this, Mind Jacks will have space middle floor to play it and feed Brawler. Once we start making the morsels, then we're not going to have any space, but who knows. Do I care about Titan Skin here? Not that much. I'm worried about these fuckers in the back though. They're a little annoying, but I think it'll be fine. Oh, we have Inferno Room. Although I guess we can't pick them up with torches then though, but that should be fine. We should. I think Hornbreaker gets there pretty quickly, damage wise. I don't think it'll be a big issue personally. So you play this. Guess you play this here, right? Whatever, who cares? And Shield Steward, you know, sure, whatever. Shield Steward can go here. Blink or ping for nothing there because he's got again the Titan Skin. I'll just play this for 4 damage shield here, I think. Now, ideally, we draw Morsel Spike and Kindle on the same turn. That would be really good for us. Shouldn't expect it though. And see, there you go, right? There it is. But that's fine. Because now we just pop this, and we do... So we can sneak in a Ritual first. Into Shroud Spike for 10x. And now we're one-shotting the entire board, basically. Now, the issue, I'm realizing, these guys almost leak, except not really, because our morsels do clean up after this as well. So we're looking really good here, folks. You know what I should have asked? I should have asked at the beginning of this video if people thought this would be a viable build. Because I bet there's a lot of people who are, like, maybe hating on this strategy here of just double Morsel Maker on, like, a quote-unquote good carry unit. I've had pretty good success with it. It's not a guaranteed thing, but I've had a lot of runs that this, like, works really well on, which is funny. And I think Hornbreaker Prince, like, has the tools in this game to really be strong. Specifically Brawler has the tools to be really strong if you just give him enough stats, basically. A lot, like, you know, for example... Shardtail Queen doesn't have the tools to do that, really, for the most part. Rally Queen can get 1,000,000 damage, but like usually the best you can do is like give her 1 multi-strike with a Void Armament. Brawler or Hornbreaker Prince just needs the Quick Dagger, and he's kind of just wiping out entire floors. So I'm very down to clown with this Jabroni here. He's looking pretty juicy. And once we get some spell upgrades, we'll look even better, I think, too. You know, I'm gonna do this, I think. It stops you from getting any of your resolve triggers here, so you're gonna come up here with 8 reanimate, and that does not look too scary to me. Torch, and then we'll just pass. I don't want to play the Rail Beater there. I think he dies pretty quickly. I didn't do the math on it, but I don't want to lose the resolve there and then have this guy walk up with effectively more reanimate stacks, I guess, or not full reanimate stacks, but like if the Rail Beater stalls too long there, the guy will get his resolve basically. You know what I'm saying? You're picking up what I'm putting down here. Anywho, I don't think I want these. These all seem horrible. There's something to be said about Feast here, right? Mr. Feast, by the way, of course. Somebody said about Feast here where we can eat the morsels that we have on the field and then play some morsels. Problem is we don't have that many morsels to play. We don't have Shade Splitters here. We have Plinks and we have 2 Making of a Morsels. It's not worth the slot in the deck here, I think, to do that, so we'll just skip again. But it's like a thing. It's worth considering, but it's not very good. Okay, we're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place here. I've been saying, right? I've been saying we need 2 things: weapon to combine, and we need spell upgrades. I think spell upgrades are the higher of the 2 priorities here, basically. We also don't need Pyre Health, and this is just, like, redundant here, potentially. Like, the Merchant of Arms to give us the equipment we need. It's also, I think the spells are just way more important still. I said that they're kind of equal, but they're not. The spells are a much bigger thing for us right now to get. Okay, I do like Remove Consume. Remove Consume is very cool. I think if I want anything Remove Consumed here, it is probably going to be Shroud Spike. This one seems like the one I would like to replay the most. So let's do one of these here. That's huge. Love the Smolderstone Eternal Stone play. I think I'm just going to go Holdover on Tiresome Climb. That one's also an incredibly safe pick here. We'll re-roll. And I will take Spell Chain on Kindle. I'm a big fan of that. And I think I'll put an intrinsic on our held over tiresome climb. That seems really nice to me, folks. That seems like we're in a pretty good spot. I'm going to make engine upgrade 0 cost. That seems pretty good as well. And you know what? Surge down to Plink. Why not? Why not at this point, right? Plink deserves it. What do we got here in our cool event? This fucker. Trample Stone? No. It's funny that it gives me Wildwood Tome. We could have gotten intrinsic on this and I not needed the dagger, but, you know, too bad we don't need that anymore. I don't think we're really a Lazarus League build here. You know what? I had a run where I had Lazarus League book in some sort of propagate build. I had the grow room, and I was wondering if the unit died or the room propagated first, and apparently the unit does die first. So if this is your only reanimation source, and you have grow room, this will not let you go, you know, not infinite, but it won't let the unit live till relentless, basically. It will die quickly if you do this, assuming they're blowing up, right? In theory, you could just use it as a reanimate on your carry once it gets enough HP, but I think I'm okay with Ritual Totem. Like, 2 Titan Skin might not seem like very much because it's not that much, but like it consumes, and you do take a decent amount of chip damage in a lot of these fights as well. So it's pretty cool. Okay, we go to Kale here. So obviously I'm worried about Kale's spikes. We're a little weak in the early game here, but we do have the Inferno Room, which will kill the spike applications here. I think the play is basically Inferno Room here. We're going to go Prince down here. And the plan is to get some units to top floor. Kale will go to random empty rooms if there's only one room being used, right? So we want to redirect Kale up here, so they're not putting spikes on the heavy who survives the Inferno Room. Right, that's the gist of it. We'll definitely do that. You just talked about wanting to avoid that pretty much, right? Also, we can daze you, which is pretty cool. You know what? This is maybe not optimal, but I feel pretty good here with getting quick down and with no, I'll just actually take the 1 damage. It's fine. We'll save reservation for a bigger turn. Let's say we can pop it there to save 1 pyre health, but it might be more important later. We'll put this down. We are, I think, getting hit by the corruption move here, which is kind of annoying. We can just daze you again here. And I think we put you here as well. Yeah, we are taking 1 hit, I think. Not a big deal. A little bit of corruption, although, remember, we have Titan Skin, so that's only 1 damage per tick right now, which is pretty good. Play this, I guess, down here. Doesn't really matter too much. Let's just stack up dazes on you. That's always a really solid game plan. Blink me? Blink me! No! Whatever. Should have played that on the Guardian, but whatever. It should be fine. Man, Inferno Room is so cool. It's so strong, man. I love Inferno Room. And you know what I'll do here as well? I'll definitely put a Rail Beater up here to get a couple of random melee weakness hits in. That's pretty nice. So it's taking a while to find all of our X-Cost cards, but there's a pretty good chance we'll draw, you know, maybe Kindle with another X-Cost card here, which is pretty cool to see. We're gonna make a lot of something here potentially if we hit them together. Okay. We whiff, tragically, but that's fine. That is fine. We'll do this. I think I care more about damage here. So I'll put that down. Pass the turn. Kale is back. Keep sending you up, I guess, for now. Play a ritual here. Do you have room there? You don't. Play Fortify and pass. We could draw a card off of what's his name there? Off of Making of a Morsel, but I don't want to really do that turn at least. This turn, I'll see if I can draw something cool. Maybe Prismal Dust? No. And no reason to play Kindle yet. Hopefully one day, someday soon, we'll have a reason to play it. But not yet. Ooh. Lovely, look at that. Big if true, etc. Okay. I could tiresome climb you one more time, but I want... wait, whatever, sure. We should have lethal and things still, right? Yeah, we still have lethal by a lot. Okay, very cool. Yeah, Prince is you know, handling business here. He's not hitting. I mean, he doesn't have the numbers we need for like Savagery Seraph here, or Savagery's Last Assault or whatever. But he's not in a bad spot. Ooh, I don't think I want these. One horns. It's a little too spooky. Like you might look at Hornbreaker Prince, you might go, oh, he doesn't have that much health actually, but he's gonna have a lot more health once he eats the morsels. There's a potential for like a lot of his health pool being cut off if we take the one horn stone here. Last stand we have not that much rage. I know we have the rituals, but that's kind of all we have for rage support here. That's not very good. We'll just skip these. And again, more energy. We explained our reason before, right? I have a lot of impactful X cost cards here. Well, I'm of a couple of minds right now. On one hand, removals are not bad. The steel shop though is worthless. The money's not bad either. But we have a decent amount of money here. I think I go right side. I think we just look for a merge for our dagger. Well, Thirsty Blade is looking a little late for it now, but honestly, I wouldn't hate it. I think, well, I don't want glass cannon. I do need a room for my actual, like, units themselves here. Is Zone of Silence that room, though? Let me think. Yeah, probably, honestly. We have a lot of junk in our deck. This is better than most of the filler in it right now, so I think I'll take that. Okay, you know what? Meat Shield's good enough for me. A little bit of extra bulk, never hurt no one. Right, a little bit of healing over time. That's good enough here. And this is nothing. This is... Oh, you know what? Interesting. Interesting here indeed. I think I'm going to go with a dupe on the Kindle. That seems pretty cool. We have a Magic Shop next ring, hopefully, right? We haven't seen many of them since I've been wanting them. Yeah, Magic Shop and a dupe ring. Very cool. I like that. I like that left side a lot next ring. That's pretty cool. And we go to Brawler 3. We get 5 exit or 4 multi-strike, 5 attacks total. Looking pretty good. I think we can afford to play mid-floor here against Rax. Maybe a little spooky. Sometimes I think we'll be fine. Prayer Stone is kind of spooky as well because we actually just start off with really low damage. I don't think we take the trial here. I think there's a little bit too much risk involved with taking the trial in this one. We come out the gate pretty low on our actual just overall damage, right? So I think... Oh, I'm so dumb. I forgot to make the dagger deployable. I combined it. I forgot to make it deployable. Damn, what a buffoon. That's actually tragic. Oh, well. Not the end of the world, but it is definitely a misplay. Without a doubt in my mind, definitely an incorrect maneuver here. We'll do this down here. I guess we'll move you up just to die now. That seems fine. Whatever. I don't know. I'm just so sad that I fucked up this badly. It probably won't matter, but it could be a factor. I don't know. Zone of Silence is fine. I guess I try to do some damage to you if I can while you're here. I just hold this. Actually, maybe I don't even hold that over. Actually, that might be a mistake. You're leaking for a lot. We'll probably just play the thing on you next turn, honestly. Yeah, we're in kind of a bad spot here, folks. I have fucked up tremendously. Not tremendously, I guess, but again, we're kind of not drawing either very well. We need to get our morsel spike ASAP here on this one. And the game just ain't showing it, man. Get you up there. You only get like you only get 9 or 10 damage. You get 1 hit off, which is not that big of a deal, I guess. Torch you, pass turn. Yeah, actually, this one we actually kill without any issue whatsoever, which is cool. Oh, and we get the spike now too. Big. Okay, let's pop Reservation here. Move you up. You deal no damage. Hooray! And then we take an attack morsel here. I think we start beating ass now. Okay, very good. Very good. Now we are taking some corruption damage here from the crossbowman, which is not good because we don't have quick. But oh wait, we're silencing it. I forgot we have Zone of Silence. Never mind. We're still taking some damage, but not much. That's good. Let's move one of these guys up here so they're not hitting Hornbreaker. Prisma's here for a little bit of defense too. Very lovely. Very lovely indeed. Now, can I get my quick dagger? Nice. Big. I actually don't even hate raising you up here, so you stay at 2 multi-strike. Yeah, that does clear. Okay, so things could be worse, folks. Things could be obviously worse, but I did make a very blatant misplay, and I apologize for that. I forgot to merge my equipment. That being said, we do have a choice here. We have a choice, a fairly important one, I would say, right? We can go left side and get spell upgrades, or right side and deploy the equipment. I'll be honest, I think left side is still better. All things being said, I think this is still the way to go. Definitely debatable, but I think this is what we do. Jack Strips is overkill. We already have the Inferno Room, but if we didn't have Inferno Room, it would be really good into the Seraph Entropy fight. But we don't need it. See what's in the spell shop here. This combo, again, is very funny to see here. I think we'll do something like this, basically. Right? Then I'm looking for... I don't even want holdover here, really, on any of my cards. Ideally, we're looking for Permafrost. Okay, now I feel very good about this, because now, people, we have what we call in the business a Spike Zodia combo. Now we got some real crazy shit going on. I'll take that too. That's pretty good as well. And I forgot about even considering re-rolling in the trinket shop, but it's fine. We're doing some pretty crazy shit here, so we don't need to worry about that too much. Okay, get you out of here. And then get, I guess, just you out of here too. That's fine. We come in here, we probably just dupe the other Kindle. And now the plan here, folks, you can probably see what's happening, basically, right? On this one, we're gonna permafrost both Kindles here over in theory. We're gonna maybe even get the third one if we're lucky, but we're gonna draw. Ideally, we're gonna draw a Shroud Spike. We're gonna draw a Shroud Spike. We're gonna go Reservation, Kindle, 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 Spike, and win the game, right? You see the vision. You don't need me to spell this one out, I'm sure. Now, am I playing top floor? I think I am. I believe we're playing top floor here on this one. I'm thinking about what I'm worried about here. And for a split second, I was like, "Oh, Seraph will kill Hornbreaker." No, it won't. We have the Tiresome Climb. We got that one covered, right? But you know what else would be a problem? And nothing's coming to mind here. I think we're pretty much set on this. You can play this here and still play some morsels if we need to. That's fine. So the funny thing here, right, is we drew the Shroud Spike here. It'll be a while before we can get the combo going, but even then, we can... Oh, we can't play here. Never mind. We don't have any morsels to put on the floor. I lied. I'll play Ritual, though. Get some damage in. So even though you can play it, and it's like, no, we can't fucking play it, dummy. There's no morsels on the floor. They don't exist. What a buffoon. I'll do this into this here. And I will attempt to draw a permafrosted Kindle. We don't get it, but that's fine. And we're slowly scaling back up here. Okay, we got one of our Kindles. That's nice. Keep sending you up, buddy. There you go. Do I want to play this anywhere? Not particularly. No, we'll just do this and pass. How's Railbeater doing? Not terrible. Not doing much, but not terrible though, right, folks? Okay. We have all 3 Kindles with no payoff. Tragic. That's neat. Could just play this one for fun. Not really that good here. And the healer's making it through. Luckily, that doesn't do anything for us, so that's great. And here's the thing, folks. I'm gonna move you up, by the way. Yeah, we don't do any pyre damage there. Very good. Here's the thing, folks. We could pop a Prism Dust for 1 billion, but I think the thing we're really short on here more than anything is just damage. But I want to try to hold these for when the Morsel Spike shows up. So I'll do this for 8 damage shield. We don't need to go all in yet, though. I think we're waiting to go all in on the Spike, basically, here. That is the plan. Ritual's a little spooky. But it does kill the gladiator, which is nice. Oh, and I was worried about the incantation, but we silenced you because of the silence room. So never mind, we're good here. We are A-okay, folks. We get to play whatever we want. No consequences for our actions here. We could go big on Kindle to snipe this Bastion, but I don't think that's worth it. Seems like a rather not advisable play if you were to ask me. Well, once again, we're at a little bit of an impasse. Nothing too crazy here. We can just do this again. Send you up. Play you. Does that keep the shield steward alive? No? Okay, unfortunate. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay. Waiting for that spike to show up, folks. The spike gets here, the run is over. Let's just do this and pass. Ritual, Prismal, pass turn here. I think we still win Relentless even with us not hitting the Shroud Spike. We're doing 1,000 damage per round and we have like 15 damage shield. Oh, and then we you know what? But we had to hit the combo, right? It had to be done here. So we go boom. Oh, I've heard the hold on. Order lull moment, please hold 1 moment, please. Hold on. I gotta do this correctly. We waited all this time. How funny would it be if I just passed turn here instead of doing the combo? That'd be crazy, but we have to do it. I would not do that to you. Is there an energy cap in this game? Is it 99? It is 99. So we've hit an energy cap. If you didn't know, that's a thing. And now we Shroud Spike. And my man's hitting for 10k damage per round, which is not, you know, that's pretty respectable, I'd say. I've seen bigger units before, but that's pretty big. Oh, we could have hit the triple. I mean, we were at the energy cap. It doesn't matter. That is actually blatant overkill. Anywho. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And we go to the Titan fight here. And we basically just do the same thing. I'm not worried about the Savage here because we have the held over tiresome climb still. That should be a pretty. This should be an easier fight than the last one. That was already pretty easy, right? So I guess the real question is how much would you consider this a high roll, right? Because all we needed was and Morsel Maker, and I think honestly we didn't really need Morsel Maker. We had a lot of not a lot. We had enough morsels. We had buffed Plinks up a bit. I think we could like reasonably buff Ormbreaker pretty high with just morsels themselves. I guess the question is how lucky we were to see like the Kindles and things like that. That obviously is like what really wins the run for you is the Kindles here, right? That's what kind of puts you above and beyond on this one. I guess the question is how important was that, and I don't know the answer. I'm not sure. Okay, we're a little low here, folks. I'm now realizing. Luckily, we drew our Shroud Spike here, so that's lovely. Let's play this. Let's alternate dazing these two, I think, here. And let's hit the heal spike so that way, or the health spike so that way Hornbreaker doesn't die this turn. Very nice. Can I get my equipment? I cannot get my equipment yet. Very sad. Move you up here. Play this as well. Play my Prismal Dust out. You're living? Damn, dude, what the fuck? How's he doing that? Okay, and your day's already for once. I think we just alternate here, basically. You're living. Damn, my attack. Oh, because it's because of the decays or the saps I'm playing, huh? That's why I'm doing such little damage here. If I chump, what happens? No, the steward still dies. And we draw another Curse of Entropy. Terrible. Hey, we're having a little bit of a bad draw here, I think, folks. Not even a bad draw. We needed the Shroud Spike early so we didn't die here. Otherwise, it's not going super well, I'd say. Okay, well, there's one of our hits. Move you on up. Blink, save me. Damn. Okay, next turn, next turn. Actually, I'm a little bit worried here, man. I'm a little bit worried, despite being able to, like... Oh, there we go, that's pretty good. That's very important for keeping Hornbreaker from dying here. Just he's, you know, been face tanking all of these hits so far. That's good to do. Let's play this. Oh, do I pop a Kindle here? I think I do. I think I actually do want to play a lot of cards this turn. I think these are pretty important to get out there. You dying's not that big of a deal. We do this and pass. Just looking, just thinking. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. That seems fine to me. And then Zone of Silence doesn't do much here. I don't know. Whatever. Move you up to keep you dazed. Zone of Silence. You can play this to draw a card. Cool game, cool and neat. Thank you. Fuck you. God damn it. Okay. I think we're actually pretty stable here now, though. We guaranteed draw a Prismal Dust here, I'm pretty sure. Or not Prismal Dust, a Kindle here. Right? Wait, it's not our Frostbitten Kindle? God damn you. God damn you to hell. Okay, do this. Play a Pyrelite. Play our Saps out. Damn, dude. This is the worst that Entropy's Curse has ever felt to me, man. It's really fucking with me today on this one. I do not like it. Okay. We're mostly killing... I think I'm actually going to send you up here, buddy. Maybe next turn I send you up, actually. Next turn I send you up for sure. We do this for now. And then you go to the pyre and hopefully don't kill me. You're at like 1 HP, so that's great for us. Oh, Prince did a lot of damage there. Dude, I didn't even realize how much damage he was taking. Shit. Okay, you just die before you can attack, so that's good. That's very convenient for us here. Fledgling Imp. Making of a morsel. Maybe I draw the spike here. Nope. Okay. Yeah, we need damage, folks. We need damage. We are kind of. That's the big thing. You're dying as well here, Hornbreaker. This is not going nearly as well as I thought it would, honestly. I thought this would be very simple and easy. We're having some severe issues right now that I was not anticipating. Okay, that's good for us. Prismal Dust is very big here. That keeps you alive for a lot longer. You can play this as well. You leaking is not that big of a deal. We'll just do this and pass. Okay. And then next cycle through, we should probably almost definitely certainly get our morsel spike. There it is. There it is. Okay, now we're good. Everyone, it's over. We're fine now. Right? We get to do this into this. And now Hornbreaker kills Entropy next turn and then kills Seraph. I forgot about Tiresome Climb. Shoot. Hold on. Order lull moment. We can afford to spend 1 energy to move the savagery here for sure. Hold on. Come on. Game. I know it takes long to refresh here, but come on. Come on. Okay. So, boom. 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 And then we need to do, like, this. Into this. Right? And now Hornbreaker's killing everyone. And I think that's full lethal next turn here, or close to it at the very least. It definitely kills Savagery, I'm sure, right? So we should be set here. Oh, it's not killing Savagery, actually. He lives with a tiny bit. Damn. You know what I could do here, actually, to get there? I guess there. Yep, that's the line. Then we move you up, that does win, so we'll take that. Looking a little spooky. It took a little bit longer than I thought it would. I guess that is the issue when you draw your Morsel Spike before you draw any of your Kindles, huh? which did happen to us a little bit. So we had to cycle through twice, but we get there. We get there for sure. And yeah, hey, people, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you had a good one. Brawler Prince sweep. Love to see a Brawler Prince stay winning, etc. And hopefully I'll see you for the stream, or just the next video, or in the future, ever. Oh, by the way, Ember spent a single X-Cost card, 99. New world record, never been done before. And we're making good progress here on the crowns. We're like at what? Like, actually, let me check. Is it like 115-ish? Does it say here? 117. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay. I will see you next time. Goodbye. Oh, seed. Sorry, one last thing. If you want to play this one for yourself, I don't know if anyone even does play the seeds, but just in case, if you want to play it, a mission's gonna pocket. Goodbye.